Welcome to the Lowdown, where we give you the down low about the new up-and-coming businesses coming near you. I'm your host, Leia. You know what I always say, we're going to keep it live, lit, and local. Today, we have DeAndre Williamson, who's going to be joining us, and we're going to get right into it. So please introduce us. Tell us a little bit more about yourself.
So, for those of you who don't know me, my name is DeAndre Williamson. I'm originally from Oceanside, California. Both of my parents were in the Marine Corps, so I was born on a military base, and then I was raised there for a couple of years before I moved to San Antonio. I moved to San Antonio to be closer with family, just be raised in that family-oriented environment and just that better loving environment type. And then from there, I would say sports have been something major in my life, and track especially. So I've always had like a personal coach or done summer track, and that led to my success in track and allowed me to get a scholarship here at UNT, where I ran for 2 years. I did hurdles here, so that was a great experience for me. And then I would say for my brand, I'm working on a lot right now. I look forward to seeing the future that holds coming up in my next collection that I'm working on coming up and what I have planned for future. So I'm just excited to talk about it all. Thank you.
We love to see it, and I love the energy, love the vibes. So what made you start your own business? What made you wake up and decide, I'm gonna create something?
Yeah, so I would say one day I just felt inspired. Like, fashion has always been a true passion of mine. I've always just liked dissecting the fashion, looking into these brands, watching fashion shows, and just kind of doing like research, just kind of getting into it. And then the more that I started looking into it, I was like, man, I could bring a different outlook to the fashion industry. I can bring that unparalleled look. So what I did is I just got a sewing machine, and I just started teaching myself how to sew. With the help of my grandmother and then some of my friends as well. I just started doing small projects like reconstructing some of my clothes, just kind of doing basic things, teaching myself those, and then teaching myself the sewing basics and making like simplistic designs, just trying to perfect my craft. And from there, what I had did is I had started planning a vision. I put together my business plan, kind of what I want my brand to stand for. And you can definitely see that through my work and through other things. So just one day just felt inspired and just was like, it's time to start my own brand.
I know that's right. So who inspired your vision? Like, who was at the forefront?
I would say at the forefront, it was God. He's definitely been number one through this whole journey for me, this whole me putting my vision into action. And he's just truly provided a path for me and just been the light for me the whole way. And I would say, like I said earlier, I'm a family man, so family is definitely most important. And for the two women in my life, my mother and my grandmother, they've definitely just been there from the beginning, just supporting my vision and helping me put it into that action. And I'm forever grateful for them, and they truly been there all the way through. And then I would say coming into college, I was trying to figure out my vision for my brand. And from there, I met two of my teammates. I learned more about what they do, the little hustle, their brand, how they display themselves, sell themselves. And that was my teammate Joseph and Valencia. Both of them truly talented individuals. Joseph, I saw that he was repairing shoes, and also he was sewing and fixing clothes, and I just saw his vision, like the positive impact that it had on people. And I was like, I talked to him, and I was like, this is like inspiring, and I aspire to do something similar to that. And then Valencia, her designs are crazy. Her designs are truly like talented, and she has a brand, it's Vadabu. It's definitely that futuristic cultural look, and I really like it. But when I was learning how to sew, I would ask her questions, and she would just provide me an ease of mind, just like kind of simplify it for me and help me out there. And she really was just great in that aspect. And then, definitely go check out both of them. Truly talented individuals.
Period. Okay, so Speaking of your brand and the beginnings of it, can you tell me the birth of your brand and then the evolution of it and then what you see for your brand in the future?
Yes, ma'am. So I would say a lot of people don't know this, but I actually started my brand in May of 2020. I took time to truly perfect my craft, but I wanted to ensure that I did have my brand secured. So I made it official. It became an LLC, and yeah, so everything's official. And I wanted to start my brand as like graphic tees. I wanted to do graphic tees, hoodies, just kind of that sort of fashion. But so what I had did was I had spoke with some graphic designers, and I had gotten 6 graphics made, and I wanted to put them on t-shirts, and so I had everything good. I had gotten those designs copyrighted, so I own all of them. Me and the graphic designer, we split it, and I would say from there I had a lot of struggles just going to different manufacturers and just products not being what they were promised, and just a lot of roadblocks going through that. So I was like, let me eliminate the middleman, and so I decided I'm gonna take a turn in my brand. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to put the clothes that I make myself out there and just challenge that, really. Just, yeah.
I like that.
And I would say for the future, I just definitely have a lot planned. Right now I'm planning a magazine and a fashion show, so both of those are coming in the future. And then I'm also working on my season 2. Definitely something different for me, outside of my comfort zone a little bit. But I'm excited. It challenges fabrics for different designs, and yeah, I'm excited.
I'm excited too. You got me like, ooh. So, I guess, how would you define fashion? Like, who are your favorite designers, and how would you take from them and define it in your own way?
So, I would say fashion is just an expression of oneself. Like, you're going to put together, it's art. You're going to put together different pieces to create an image for yourself. Like, think of it like a character. Like, you can pick one depending on how you're feeling each day. So I like that. It's just an expression. It shows your creativity as an individual. And yeah, it just truly captures how one is feeling. Like, you can tell kind of who a person is based off of how they dress. And then I would say designers that I'm inspired by would be, I'm definitely a fan of Tom Ford. He has simplistic designs, yet all of his products speak for themselves. The way he markets his brand is he carries himself as above all in a way, and he says that the quality of his product and the quality of his clothing, everything just speaks for itself, and that's how he kind of promotes. It's like a word of mouth type of thing, and I really like that. His menswear, his suits, definitely something I'm looking forward to making like more professional clothing in the future. So definitely an inspiration in that area. And then I would say as for women's clothing, I'm a fan of Terry Mugler. He was an older designer. He stopped in like early 2000s, and he started back up in like the 2020, 2019 kind of area. And his designs are that futuristic look. They're asymmetrical, that architectural type of fashion. And that's definitely something that's different. It says unparalleled about his designs, and that's something that I want to kind of incorporate in mine. And then he also uses the body as an accessory. And I like that, because like if you have to show it off, like even if you don't have to show it off, your body is your accessory. It is who you are. So definitely put that on display.
It says show it off your body as an accessory.
Yes,
I like that.
Yes,
I like that a lot. So how would you describe your personal style? Because I know you said it's an extension of yourself. So how would you define your personal style? I will say what you're wearing right now looks great.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. So
what are you wearing?
I'm actually wearing Unparalleled Designs. You know, the pants right here are coming season 2. They're a part of like an upholstery type of collection. It's going to be men's sets. I'm also going to have women's clothing in these designs as well. They're definitely what I was talking about with challenging the fabrics, because you really don't see upholstery clothing.
Yes.
So I feel like definitely incorporating that, it makes it look nicer too. So yeah, and then the shirt we have, I don't know where it's from, but we just have a nice sweater that complements my pants.
It looks nice.
Thank you.
I'm definitely gonna buy.
Thank you. I'm liking your outfit too.
Thank
Where'd
you.
you get that?
I will say, now the pants, probably Fashion Nova. The shoes are Fashion Nova. The top, Unparalleled Designs.
Yes, ma'am.
I will say I really love this top. It's really silky and I like how it complements my skin.
Yes,
I don't
ma'am.
know, just this top alone really has me like, I kind of like Unparalleled Designs. I might have to, you're going to have to let me know
Yes,
when Volume
ma'am.
2 comes out.
I got you.
I'm ready.
Of course. Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
So, can you take us through the production, like the process of which you create your design and then how it comes to life, basically?
So I would say the first thing that I do is I probably do market research. I see what's trending per season and just see kind of where fashion is going. And then from there, I'll pick a color palette. Most people don't do that first, but I pick my colors first because I feel that if you have an idea of your color palette, it can kind of determine which direction your design is going. So the first thing I determine is my color palette, which is either based on the season or just colors I feel complement each other very well. That'll look good on skin, because not all colors look good, but gotta get that right.
Yeah,
And then
that's right.
from there, I go to the fashion district. I go and look at different fabrics and just put together something in my mind, kind of the direction I want to go with the look. Like, am I going for a classy look? Am I going for that sleek and sexy look? Like, what look am I going for? And so once I have the color in the fabrics, then I'll come back and I'll start doing like little designs and just kind of putting my vision on the paper and kind of getting that all together. And then from there, I make a mock. I have models try it on, make sure it's a good fit because I want my sizing, not all sizing fits everyone, but I want all my sizing to fit everyone and use your body as an accessory type. And from there, I make the piece and I put together like a little photo shoot to display my piece. I like to do creative things. So other than taking the editorial shots, I like to go outside, just put it in action, So from start to finish, it's all me.
I know that's right.
Yes,
All
ma'am.
you. Okay, more about this campaign that you have planned right now.
Yes, ma'am. So this campaign is titled Who Are You? It is basically going to just express who my brand is, what I stand for. It's going to have my message, my vision, like everything's going to just be planned out and stated for everyone to see where I want my brand to go, really. And then I want it to be viewed from kind of two different perspectives. I want you to view it from the user experience and then the Unparalleled Designs experience. Like, just kind of see the vision from my side and then see that it's unique to everyone. Although it's the same pieces, it's unique to everyone. And you can just express yourself. Like I said, expression with the pieces, that's fashion. Like, just be creative with my designs and just show it off, just, really
so you
show
just
it
want
off.
them to make it their own.
Yes,
you want to
ma'am.
help give them the vision.
Yes, ma'am.
Not you trying to be an inspiration. I
Yes,
like
ma'am.
that.
And I also
Okay.
actually want to especially promote my custom designs during this time. That's kind of the direction I want to take my brand more into, is doing custom designs for people. I definitely have a portfolio of designs that I'm getting ready to show to people and just show off finally. And then I'm excited to see what I can build with people. Is truly a vision, unique to you. It's the perfect fit. It's everything.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So do you think later on in life you will have your different seasons that come out while also doing the custom pieces?
Yeah, so I'm definitely going to do the different seasons. I feel like that just shows like a more unified look. It shows my creativity and what I can do in my campaign, in my season, to show off to people. And then my custom designs, that's just something I'm passionate about. I want to see people in different things. I want to bring your vision to life, just from start to finish. And it's definitely an unparalleled experience. Like I keep saying, from start to finish, I'm there with you. I'm making sure that it's perfect for you.
Oh, give me.
Yeah.
I'm gonna need a custom design.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
I got
custom
you.
for me.
Yeah.
I like that. Y'all gonna need to like that too. Y'all gonna have to hit them up.
Yes,
So,
ma'am.
speaking of custom pieces, your seasons, what are you currently working on right now?
So right now I'm working on my season 2. Kind of to break it down, I would say the color palette is shades of winter. Like think of winter colors, that fall winter type of color, and it's like the shades. I'm definitely gonna have like that navy blue, olive green type, and then it's also going to have like some stormy type of look to it. So definitely a color palette that I really like. I'm excited to see it in action. And then the pieces, the way I set up this season, I wanted it to be where you can match it and everything complements everything. So you can put some pieces together in it, and then the men's and women's are actually paired together. So definitely for the couples out there, I got y'all with this season. You're definitely gonna see the women's pieces and the men's pieces either being the same color or complementing each other, and then the fits themselves are going to complement each other to where if you want to go out to the club, both of y'all are gonna be stepping in the club. If you want to go out to a dinner, whatever you want, the pieces are gonna be there for y'all. So
I like
definitely
that.
excited about that.
So, what inspired all this? Like, what inspired this particular season that you're going into?
So I would say definitely it's getting cold. So the winter colors, it fits there, and it's colors that I don't usually use. I prefer red. You're gonna see at least one red piece in all of my seasons. So there will be one red piece, but the different color palettes is inspired by winter, and then the fits, they're inspired. I kind of did the research on the trends, so they're a little trendy, but then they're with my twist on it. So, and then like I said, challenging the fabrics. When I went to the store, definitely saw a lot of things that you don't see in basic stores, so definitely ready for y'all to see that.
Okay, I'm ready too. So, what is the future? What is your brand holding for us? Like, what do you aspire for your brand to be?
So I want my brand to be number one, obviously. I want it all. I want my brand to be well known. It will be successful. It is my intention to make it successful. So definitely gonna manifest that right there.
That's right.
And I definitely see a lot. I'm going to definitely put more time into it. You're going to see me doing a lot more clothes. I'm going to start my couture line, so that one's coming. It's inspired by a vintage type of look. So I'm excited to kind of see how people will respond to that one. And then I'm also working on a denim and a sleek and sexy Valentine's type look. So Valentine's, definitely a lot of silk, some velvet, those sexy type fabrics. So definitely get ready for that. And then in the farther future, I am working right now on planning a fashion show. So there will be a fashion show displaying all of my designs, a whole portfolio. It's gonna be like really everything in there. And then I'm also working on a magazine. That's definitely something I want to take the next step in my photography. So I'm right now working on photography, practicing and all of that. That way my shots for my magazine, the concepts that I have, such as sex is art, ego, death, and some more, like definitely some interesting concepts. Definitely see that in the future, so I'm ready for that.
I'm so excited.
Yes, ma'am.
Well, everyone, that was such a great interview.
Thank you.
You were great. Your brand is amazing. I love those pants. I love this top. It looks great on me, doesn't it? My skin is popping. I know it is. And it will have your skin popping too.
It will.
And we already know that. Oh my
Yes,
goodness.
ma'am.
But it was so nice to have you.
Thank
Come on,
you for
we're gonna
having
give a hug.
Thank you.
You have a good one.
You too.